Hey everybody, it's your girl, The Sweet Physique. So I just wanted to check in with you guys as I embark upon this journey to gain weight. Um, so I don't know about you guys, but for me, I definitely get a lot of commentary throughout my journey from people that want to give their 2 cents and have something to say a little bit. I'm in the gym a lot, and a lot of comments that I get from being in the gym from other people is, "You're already small. What are you doing here? You don't need to work out. Why are you working out?" And I'm like, small people can't work out. I can't try to create a healthy habit or a lifestyle for myself. I can't maintain what I have. Maybe this is a stress reliever for me. Maybe all of the above. Plus, I do have the goal of gaining weight, and building muscle mass in the gym is a part of that process. So it's just kind of like, okay, thanks. And then a lot of people, "Oh, well, you're trying to gain weight. All you gotta do is eat. Just eat more than what you're doing." Easier said than done, first off. And then secondly, it's not just about eating, especially not just eating anything. And then C, it's not always easy just to, add an extra 200 calories to your diet. That's hard for some people like me. That's hard. So definitely it's a delicate process. It involves a lot of moving parts, not just eating, not just working out. It's like a well-rounded plan to try to get to where you want to be. Um, I've always been small my entire life. Back in high school, probably weighed like 110. I'm just small framed. My immediate family were all small people, so it's just genetically that's just kind of what I'm predisposed to. I've always been active with playing sports. I just have a high metabolism. It just kind of is what it is for me. Those are the cards I were dealt. And even all throughout college, up until like graduation, I probably weighed 118. I started working out consistently and actually taking it seriously once I graduated from nursing school. So I was in a small city with my first job. I had a lot of time on my hands. So I was like, hey, why not pick up a healthy habit of working out? And I had a gym in my complex. So I'm like, there we go. So I started working out. I've worked out with trainers over the years because I'm a travel nurse. Well, I was a travel nurse at one point, and I've gone to different cities and, worked out with different trainers. So I've got to see a lot of different styles, pick up a lot of different great, techniques and skills. And with that, I went from about 118 to about 124. So I would say that's great for people like us. It's hard to get that gain. So I've had that gain, and that's kind of the plateau that I hit. So my first plateau was about 118. This next plateau was about 124, and it was just hard for me to get over that hump. Everybody that knows me knows that is a goal of mine. I don't hide it. I'm very vocal about it. And I was having a conversation with my mom, and she was saying, hey, I really didn't even get a chance to put on weight until I had you guys, her kids. And my mom actually was smaller than me in her 20s. She probably was still like that 110 in her 20s. And then she had, her kids, and she's about 5', 135. I'm 5'3", 124. So you see, there's a little bit of a weight difference there. So she was like, hey, you're probably just not going to put on the weight until you have your kids. I mean, that's cool, but I'm not going to go out here to have a kid just to put on some weight. So subsequently, in 2023, I actually got pregnant. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, you know what? This may be my chance to gain a little weight on top of it, too. So I was like, so 6 months into my pregnancy, I weighed in at about 140. So I'm like, hey, so I done gone from 124-ish, to say 125, to 140. Cool. Like I've already gained 15 pounds, and I'm only at 6.5 months. So I'm like, okay. And then, I had my stomach, but I wasn't like just huge, knocking stuff over. People talking about it's cramped up in there. I wasn't at that point yet. So my mom was telling me too, with her pregnancy journeys, with all her kids, that she didn't really get the big belly and put on like those, you know, big pounds until she kind of was at the end of her pregnancy, about 8 months. That's when she got really big in the belly. And kind of got a little thick in other places. And I said, okay, cool. So I've already gained 15 in the 6.5. I probably will, you know, gain those extra pounds that she's talking about close to the end. Well, unfortunately, I ended up having to have my baby early. And then she was a NICU baby. And I say that to say because my journey ended at the 140. And as part of my baby getting, the nutrients that she needed to get to where she needed to be for discharge, they, said she needed breast milk. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do whatever I have to do for my baby. So I was a mean green pumping machine. Like I was just pumping up storm. Like just every 3 to 4 hours, I was literally pumping ounces. Like I had so much milk, I could have supported other families. Like it was just a blessing so much that I had so much milk that I was able to produce. Um, well, subsequently, pumping burns calories. Some people are not aware of that, but yeah, like a lot of women actually shred off excess baby weight because they pump. Well, as soon as I delivered my baby, a week later, I was already down to 130. I didn't need to burn off any extra calories. It just wasn't something that was in the plans for me, something I didn't need to do. Like I was cool, I could have stayed right there. But subsequently, like I said, I had to pump and my body was just producing so much that I had to pump so often. So I shedded off all of my little baby weight that I had gained, and I actually was in the negative. I had got down to about 122 with pumping. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so upset about it. I was like so sad. I was like, no, like I just literally took off all of this weight. So I was, like I said, in the negative. I had to kind of climb out of this hole. So after I kind of got in the groove of pumping, I got discharged, and with all of that, I had an emergency C-section, so that was like a minimum 8-week recovery time where I couldn't lift weights, so there's no gym. I could really even like lift stuff for myself around the house. I couldn't even walk on the steps more than like one time an hour. I basically was on like light duty. They didn't say bed rest, but that's what it felt like. I couldn't drive, none of that. So I was taking it easy, not in my normal routine. And in total, I still took it easy after the 8 weeks. So it probably was about a good 3 months that I wasn't working out. And so yeah, it definitely took a toll on my body. My body took a hit as far as the goals that I was trying to get to. But it's all good because everybody's good. We're in a good space, and that's what matters. So once I was actually kind of cleared from the doctor to do it, and then I felt comfortable back to the gym, I started integrating myself back slowly but surely. Didn't want to overdo it. And now you can't tell me anything. I'm back in the gym going hard. So I was able to get from the 122, and right now I weigh in at about 126. So doing better. Back on this weight gain journey again. And I definitely just want to document kind of what I'm doing along the way to show you guys, yes, there will be ups and downs. This is something, like I said, I've been chipping away at for over 10 years of my life. And I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stop. It's a process. And with all that being said, I kind of just want to be motivation for you guys to either start this journey or keep it pushing, keep it going, don't give up. It's possible to get to where you want to be. And I just want to provide hope for you guys, and maybe you seeing what I do can give you different insight, different angles, advice, maybe something for you to try. And yeah, just I want you to know we're on this ride together. So definitely keep, tuned on my channel. I have posted several workout videos for you guys to kind of get, ideas from to integrate certain exercises into your routine. I have started to post weigh-in videos where I'm showing you what I weigh in these videos and what I'm doing. So I just definitely want to be as transparent as possible, and I hope that this is motivation for you to keep it going, and I want you guys to be motivation for me. If you have any questions, definitely, type them under the video, and I'll get back to you. So yeah, we got this. We're in this together, and it's not impossible. It's just hard. So let's just be motivating to each other. Love y'all.